How are you, everyone? Today we have an OL session. We will continue discussing Unit 6. We will introduce today Lesson 4, 5, and 6 with the title Let's Eat. First of all, guys, let me ask you a question. What is the traditional or the most popular dish in each country? I have in this picture some traditional dishes in some countries, and you have to search for more dishes with more countries, and this is your assignment. We will say some of these dishes. For example, in China you can find the traditional food is barbecue pork buns. In India you can find rice and lentil stew. In Iceland you can find rice pudding. In France you can find French onion soup. In United States you can find cheeseburgers. In Australia you can find meat pie and more others. You will search for them and tell me next session. We will introduce some of these famous dishes in each country, but after identifying some new words. The first word we have is culture. Culture. Listen to this example. The children are taught to respect different cultures. So what I mean by culture? Culture, guys, is the customs and beliefs or way of life and social life of a particular country or nation or a group of people. So the beliefs or the customs of a specific nation or a specific country or a specific group, I call it the culture of this country or culture of this nation. Okay, so this is culture. And now let's move to popular. Popular. Listen to this example. Football is a popular sport all over the world. So what I mean by popular? Popular means liked or enjoyed by a large number of people. So this is popular and it's an adjective. Okay, let's move to stew. Stew. This stew, guys, can come as a noun or as a verb. Listen to the sentence. It's as a noun here. I'm making beef stew for lunch. I'm making beef stew for lunch. So this is noun here. Okay, so as a noun, it means a dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in a liquid. And this is a picture of the stew. So stew is a dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in liquid. Okay, so this is as a noun. What about as a verb? Listen to this example. The meat needs to stew for 2 hours. Again, the meat needs to stew for 2 hours. So this is a verb here that means to cook something slowly or allow something to be cooked slowly also in liquid in a closed dish. Okay, so guys, this is the stew. Okay, what about this is stewed? Stewed. This stewed, guys, can come as an adjective or as the second and third form of the verb stew. So what is the second form of stew? It's stewed. What is the third form? Also it's stewed. And also this stewed, I can use it as an adjective. That means tasting too strong because it has been left in the pot for too long. Okay, so this is stewed. And now let's move to another word. We have this traditional. Traditional. Listen to this example. It's a traditional in America to eat turkey on Thanksgiving Day. So this is an example for traditional. So listen to the other example. People wear traditional. People wear traditional costumes in their traditional carnivals. So this is traditional. As you can see from this picture, these are traditional costumes for some countries. So what I mean by traditional, guys? Traditional, it's an adjective that means things in the way of life or of a particular group of people that have not changed for a long time, like traditional food and traditional costumes. So they are traditional costumes here. And the specific food we made for a specific country, like koshari in Egypt, for example, it's traditional food. Okay, so this is traditional. And now let's move to another word. We have this word tagine. Tagine. What I mean by it? Listen to this example. May I say, the lamb tagine has a rich spicy sauce. Again, the lamb tagine has a rich spicy sauce. Okay? Or I put the meat and vegetables in the tagine to make my favorite dish. So here I have two meanings for this word tagine. So tagine, maybe it's noun, of course. It's mean a hot dish made with meat and vegetables cooked in liquid and spices in a closed container, as you can see. So what is inside this? It's the tagine. It's the meat and vegetables cooked in spices in a closed container like this. And also tagine may mean the container itself in which we made the tagine or the meat and vegetables inside. So tagine also, it's a container made of clay for cooking and serving tagine, and it's more popular in Africa. These are our words, and now let's move to read our text. It's talking about culture. Okay, so we will start talking about some kinds of food in Africa. First of all, we will talk about Egypt. Egypt has a lot of interesting food, but my favorite meal is koshari. It's a delicious meal with rice, pasta, and tomatoes. It's very popular. Many people like it. Marwa said this. Let's move to Kenya. In Kenya, people often make nyama na airio for dinner. It's a stew with meat and potatoes. It's wonderful. I love eating it after school when I'm very hungry. Makina said this. Let's move to Hamza. He said, I live in Morocco. Tagine is a traditional meal for my country. It's a stew with meat, vegetables, fruit, and spices. The taste is amazing. The name tagine comes from the cooking pot for this food, Hamza. And now kapenta. Kapenta is a popular type of fish in Zimbabwe. We catch the fish from the lake and dry it in the sun. Kapenta is very good for you, so you can eat it every day. We often cook it with tomatoes and onion. It's great. Bradley said this. This is our text, and now let's know how to order food in restaurants and cafes. For ordering food, of course, you are asking the waiter to come, and you will ask him for the thing you want to eat. So the waiter is the person who is serving the food. If he's a man, of course. If she is a woman, we will call it waitress. And you are the person who wants to eat, so you are the customer. So the waiter will ask you, what would you like? You will answer, I'd like pizza, for example. Have you got any pizza? He will answer, we've got amazing pizza, wonderful pizza. Here you are, anything else? Or he may ask, is that everything you want? You will ask him, how much does it cost? He will answer, that's 50 pounds, for example. Okay? And you have to add a lot of details inside this dialogue as you like. But this is just the main frame you have to follow, and you can add any information you want to say in the dialogue. And now, guys, put your own conversation or dialogue with the waiter or waitress at a restaurant, and also this will be your assignment. And now, can you remember what do we mean by review? We have Sara's review. So what is this review? I remind. Review, guys, it's a report in a newspaper or magazine or on the internet, maybe television or radio, in which somebody gives their opinion of a book, of a recipe, of an article, of a restaurant he visited, anything of this. And now we have an interview for Sara's review for Sara's restaurant, or a visit to a famous restaurant. She will tell us her opinion about this restaurant. Let's read it together. Sara's review. City Cafe. So City Cafe is the place in which Sarah is giving her review about. City Cafe, great visit, and she gave 5 stars to this cafe. A review by Sara. I visited this cafe last weekend with my mom, my dad, and my brother Ashraf. We chose this cafe for lunch because it looked very nice. What I mean by look very nice? Look here mean sound is nice, it's the shape and maybe the taste of things in it is very nice. The walls were green and white and there were big windows. I love looking out of the window and watching the city. Pay attention, look out of the window. Ashraf and I both had rice for lunch. I had fish with rice and he had a chicken. My dad had fish with rice too and mom had a salad. It's very healthy. We all liked our food. After lunch, Ashraf and I had cakes. This was the part we enjoyed most. Most here means more than anything else. There were a lot of different cakes and they all looked delicious. I chose basbousa and Ashraf had kunafa. They were amazing. I'd like to visit this cafe again very soon. And now guys, it's your own. You have to write your own review about a restaurant you have been there. And this also will be your assignment. And now we have some writing instructions to write a perfect paragraph. First of all, the first sentence of a paragraph is the topic sentence. Now remember this word, the topic sentence in a paragraph. The first sentence, which is the topic sentence in a paragraph, is the main sentence that tells you what the paragraph will be about. So it said the main idea of the paragraph. Other sentence in the body of the paragraph or details that should support the topic sentence and discuss more about the topic sentence. These details in the body of the paragraph may be reasons for your topic, maybe descriptions, maybe examples. So the details can come like what you visited. If you were talking about a place you visited, so you will say when you visited it, what you ate there, if it's a restaurant or if it's another country. And also you can say what you thought about your food, what you enjoyed most, all this if you were talking about a visit to a restaurant or a cafe. Okay, this is the writing instructions that we have to follow while writing. And now guys, let's practice some questions. The first question, choose the correct answer from A, B, C or D. Number 1, Pepsi, Coca-Cola and Fanta are what drinks? These kinds of drinks, we call them fizzy drinks. So they are fizzy drinks. Okay, and now let's move to number 2. I'd like to drink what? What of these can I drink? Of course, it's coffee. So I'd like to drink coffee. Number 3, he's looking at the what to choose, his favorite food. He's looking at the menu, at the board, at the restaurant, at the bell, of course at the menu because he wants to choose the dish he wants to eat. She would like fish, like it's a verb. So can you say isn't like, doesn't, maybe, don't, maybe, wasn't, maybe. So of course it's a doesn't. And now, number 5, I end my email with what is the word or the phrase we write at the end of the email as best wishes. So this is best wishes. Number 6, what would you like after would like come to plus infinitive. So you will say what would you like to drink? What would you like to drink? Number 7, I'd like some orange. Orange what? Orange picture, orange juice, maybe orange peas, orange tea. Of course, it's orange juice. Okay, and number 8, vegetables and fruit or what food? They are, can I say unhealthy? No, they are healthy food. Number 9, do you like eating? What of these things can I eat? Can I eat dots? Can I eat pots? Can I eat mats? Of course, no, but I can eat nuts. So, do you like eating nuts? Number 10, what are my favorite pickling? Pickling, what of these can I say that it's pickles? Of course, olives, they are kinds of pickles. Okay, this is number 10. And number 11, I like eating. What of these things can I eat? Juice, it's a drink. Fizzy drinks, it's a drink. And Pepsi also, it's a drink. But hummus, it's something in which I can eat. What of kosher? What are the things of kosher? Pizzas, pets? No, what are the ingredients of kosher? What are the ingredients? To remind you, ingredients or the things we put together to make a dish like making kosher. Number 13, what are delicious fruit? A fruit, so of course it's figs. Number 14, I'd like to drink what? Of course, a cinnamon. Just a cinnamon is the thing in these choices in which I can drink. I can't drink pudding or raisins or carrot. Number 15, rabbits like eating. Rabbits, of course, they like eating carrot. Number 16, I can't eat this food as it has a lot of what? Can I say a lot of salty, a lot of sweet, a lot of salt, a lot of species? So of course it's a lot of salt. I can't eat it. It has a lot of salt in it. And now number 17, I like my meat to be what? Well, to be, so you have to get the third form of the verb because this is a passive sentence. So we can't use stir, straw, stew. No, it's stewed. It's the third form of the verb stew by the meaning to cook it but slowly. Okay, to be well done slowly. So it's stewed. I like my meat to be stewed well. Milk is good. Good what, children? It's good for children. Milk is good for children. Pasta has a delicious what? I'll eat it. A delicious, can I say delicious toast? Tasty? No, I want this noun. Taste. Has a delicious taste. And now number 21, you have a space, any shops in that street, it's a question, and any shops, it's countable and it's a plural at the same time. So of course I'll ask with are there any shops in that street? Number 22, I have got what sugar in my tea? I have got sugar, of course, is something uncountable. So what can I use with uncountable? Can I use a? Of course, no. Any comes just in questions and in negative sentence. It isn't a question, it isn't a negative sentence. A few comes with the countable things. So of course, it's a little that comes with the uncountable things. So I say, I have got a little sugar in my tea. Okay, so a little mean a small amount that it's not enough. And now number 23, I have got what pens in my pencil case? I have got also pens is something, but now it's countable. So I said, can I say a little with the countable? No, I wanted to say a few. So guys, you can use a little with the things or the nouns that are uncountable, like sugar, rice, like tea. but I can use a few with the countable things like pens, like cars, like bags. Okay, so I've got a few pens in my pencil case. And now let's move to another question. I have read and correct the mistakes in this sentence. Number one, there are some orange juice in the fridge. Or some orange juice in the fridge. Or can I use or with orange juice? Of course no, but I can use is. Okay, so there is some orange juice in the fridge. Okay, number two, which vegetables does Ahmed talking about? Which vegetables does Ahmed talking about? I can say does with talking, but I can say is Ahmed talking about. Number three, we have got any salad to start with. Any comes just in the negative and the questions, but I can use some salad to start with. Okay, number four, coconut is delicious. Can I say coconut or it's coconut? So you have to change this O to PU. I don't like my tea with much salt. Can I put salt in the tea? Of course, with much sugar. Number six, my father always gave me an advice. Pay attention, guys. This advice is uncountable. So you can say an advice or you can say advices. So what can I say? You can say some advice. Or you can say a piece of advice. If you want to say just one advice, you will say a piece of advice or some advice. Okay, number seven. Koshari is a popular fruit. Is koshari a fruit? Of course no. So you can say koshari as a popular food or a popular dish. Okay, just one of them, not both of them. Okay, number eight, pour this water to make it hot. Pour or boil. It's boil this water to make it hot. How much brothers have you got? Much with brothers? No, of course it's how many. How many brothers have you got? I spend much time, do homework. Pay attention, guys. If you have this verb spend and after it there's time, maybe I spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 days, 3 years, or I spend much time, I spend a lot of time, comes in the verb plus ing. So you will say, I spend 2 hours traveling, or I spend much time doing my homework. There is not some milk in the fridge. It's a negative sentence. So there is not any milk in the fridge. Number 12. Are there some boys in the street? It's a question. So I can say, are there some people? But I can say, are there any people? Any boys in the street? Mom wants any potatoes from the market. Any again comes in the question in the negative sentence, but it's a simple sentence. It is a question and there is not in the sentence. So of course we have to say some potatoes. And now guys, we have finished our OL session and we have finished the OL. Hope to see you soon and goodbye.